Good evening from Sweden, and welcome to today's video, which is about when we are doubting that we can make it. And when I say make it, I mean that sometimes we can doubt that we make it just if you have a specific goal, or that you're simply just abandoning yourself. Like, for example, if you are in a depression and you don't know how to take yourself out of it, or maybe you do know, but you feel like the more you try, the less you just succeed with it. It can be about actually like anything that you know is the right thing for you to do, but you doubt if you can make it. That is including in this topic. So when we are in doubt about things in life, and especially when we are on a spiritual path, it is all about that we go against ourselves all the time, that we are doing things that we are not really sure about. We are doing new things, we are thinking new ways, we are going against the stream and how the regular world are thinking. We are going against, um, you can almost say that we go against um, the normal way of viewing things. We are seeing everything from a higher perspective. And when we are facing life and difficulties within ourselves, it is very easy that we start to doubt everything. We start to doubt if this is really true, if even if it is true, am I able to go through with it? Um, or is this too hard? Should I just go for uh, an unspiritual life, or whatever it may be, because we're simply afraid of feeling the loss. So many times we quit beforehand because that experiencing the loss we think are more painful than if we are choosing to lose ourselves first. So at least then we are in control, that we can somehow say to ourselves that we chose it, right? So everything is about that we want to avoid pain. We don't want to be uncomfortable. We certainly don't want to feel this tremendous pain that it is to wake up to our own limitations and to break through from our beliefs that we have used as a way for us to survive for so many years. And when we are breaking loose from these things, it will be very painful for a while, but that pain is necessary for your growth. It is simply just a natural state of evolvement of life when pain is included. Just think of a childbirth. How painful isn't that? But it's a new life that we are giving when we are birthing little babies, you know? So it is all about, just as in childbirth, that we relax and we work with the body and we go with the natural force instead of resisting it. Because when we resist it is when it gets even more painful, even though that our whole system many times want to resist it, right? So the thing is that when we are feeling that we are starting to doubt ourselves if we're going to make it through whatever it is that we are dealing with, we have to ask ourselves what price we're willing to pay to not try, to not give it all. And the best way I know of in these cases is that I imagine myself that I have my last breath and I'm giving myself advice. And I am seeing I'm seeing myself very clearly, actually. I'm seeing how I would advise myself to do in my situation where I am in right now. And I realize on the depth and the core of my and in the core of my being that there is nothing more painful than haven't tried. So for example, in my life, my greatest struggle is always when it comes to my spiritual development. It is about um, constantly going against my fear. That is my path in life. And I have had many fears over the years, and I still have fears. And every day is about going through fears. And some fears I'm free from, and some fears I'm not. But it is always about not letting fear win. And the greatest act of love towards oneself, I believe, is when we dare to go against our fear. And I know personally that I would be very bitter in my life if I let fear rule me. That is not my path. And I know that there is no future of value in a fear-based life. And it doesn't matter what I have on the outside, if it's based on fear, it has no value. So every effort that we put into facing ourselves and our fears, whatever it may be, remember that that is the greatest investment you can make in yourself. Because ultimately, the only thing that I at least believe that anyone wants in life is to feel loved and approved of and to feel free. And even though you may think that you get it from the outside, that is never the case. The God and the freedom that we truly seek is the one that comes from within and never without. You can say that, and never in the outside, you know what I mean. So if we can just accept this fact that the only monster we ever have to face is our own fear, then we have come half of the way, because we have stopped to battle the world and instead we take the battle inside of us. And we just do what the next right thing is and what we know is right, and then we take our problems to God. We face the problems within ourselves and we deal with it internally in the way that we're meant to. But that is a whole other video for itself, how we deal with our internal issues when the emotions arises and all of that. So I will not go into that now. But that is how we need to do, to face everything inwardly, take the full responsibility for everything that we feel, and to how great the demons are, how big the voices are, no matter if you believe them a little or a lot. We have to take responsibility for them and show them that they are not the one who decides anymore. And in that same moment, you have started to win yourself, your own self-respect, your own value for yourself, your self-love, everything that you seek. Freedom also. Okay, that was what I was thinking about today. I love you and I wish you a beautiful night.